Much applause. This could be but thank you.
Growing up in Johannesburg, Trevor began his career as an actor before getting into stand-up.
Look at Oscar Pistorius, huh? No legs. But he didn't let that stop him from becoming a killer, huh? No.
Then it wasn't long before he went from a Joburg local comic to the first South African comedian to appear on Letterman and Leno.
You guys have been great. Good night.
And having appeared as a contributor on The Daily Show just a few times, he surprised everyone by replacing Jon Stewart as host in 2015 and never looked back.
I never dreamed that I would one day have two things, an indoor toilet and a job as host of The Daily Show.
He's here touring the country. Would you please welcome Trevor Noah?
Hey everybody. So you've taken over The Daily Show, and that was in September last year, and I don't know if you quite foresaw the election campaign that was coming in your debut year with Donald Trump going as far as he had.
Oh no.
If you had known, would you have taken the job or declined it?
Yeah, I would have been quicker to say yes. I was anticipating an election cycle that would have been more difficult to cover. You know, I was reading up on American laws, I was reading up on Congress, and then Donald Trump came, and I mean, really, it's like a one-man band combined with a circus, combined with every single racist epithet you could in one human being, and you don't need to study for that. It is what it is.
Trevor, okay, Donald Trump, hilarious or terrifying?
You can be both, can't you? You know, I remember once I was in a plane that was in a storm, and at the time I could have sworn that we were going to die. And one of my best friends and I, Eugene, we were sitting in the plane and we were looking around at people and how they were reacting to the plane going down. And it was hilarious, but at the same time it was terrifying. And that's basically what Donald Trump is. It is funny, but it is terrifying because as much as he is a clown, he is a clown that people listen to, and that's a dangerous thing. No one should listen to clowns.
From one controversial figure to another, Trevor, I saw your last stand-up show in Melbourne. It was a joyous hour of stand-up comedy. But you packed apart the Oscar Pistorius trial to both hilarious and this fascinating effect. Are you still as obsessed with Oscar Pistorius as you were then?
No, not as much. You know, Oscar pops up every now and again in South Africa, but we're over that, and I'm glad we are. You know, for a change, South Africa is not leading the news in terms of craziness out there. America's taking the baton; they're running with that. You know, even at the Olympics, it was everyone from Ryan Lochte and his gang of lying swimmers to everything else that you saw. So for a change, there's nothing fascinating coming out of my neck of the woods, which is nice. We'll take the break. We need it.
How do you think Ryan Lochte handled the apology on Brazilian TV?
It's one thing if you tell a story once and you go, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I lied," but if you tell it 10 times and then you're like, "Well, I'm sorry that I lied the 6th and 7th time. I'm sorry that I exaggerated the 2nd time. I'm sorry that I even thought of it the 1st time." You know, the 5th and 6th times, you got to agree. I mean, I was just going with the flow at that point.
How did that compare, do you think, with the Johnny Depp apology?
Oh man, that was one of the craziest things. You know what? I have to commend Australia, to bring Johnny Depp to his knees and apologize about dogs. I'm not gonna lie, I understand it's a serious thing, but at the same time, Johnny Depp was saying, "I'm sorry I brought my dogs." Oh wow, because Australia, you know, the thing is, it's funny, this morning when I was flying in, I actually said to my friend David, who's opening at the show tonight in Brisbane, I said to him, Australia is one of the few places where I'm terrified of flying into the country because I don't know what the mistakes are. Like, normal places are simple. Don't bring drugs, don't bring guns, you're fine. And in Australia, it's like, what kind of fruit? Is it fruit? If a dog touched me, do I have to talk about this? I'm from Africa, but I wasn't in Africa. Am I bringing Zika? Am I not bringing Zika? I coughed on the plane. Do I have to declare that? What do you have to declare? And then the people are there and they're opening your bags and it's like, is it tea? Is it something you drank? I don't know what the rules are. All I know is one mistake. So basically, before you come to Australia, I treat it like surgery. No food, no drinking, no nothing. I starve myself before I come here. I don't touch animals or people, and I know when I get